As it turns out, Parfait Girls is just as I imagined it would be.
Wait, hold on.
I don't think we said hi.
Oh, we didn't.
We didn't say anything.
Whoops.
Whoa!
Welcome back,
I
everybody.
think we should keep that entire thing as the intro.
Guys, Tim is so hasty.
As it turns out, Parfait Girls is just as I imagined it would be.
Let's not be
Have you played this before, Tim?
hasty.
The mod? No.
Oh, okay, so this is a new experience for all of us.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Some would say it's a whole new world for Tim.
A dazzling place I never knew. It's basically about a bunch of friends in high school and the cutesy hijinks they get themselves into. Typical slice of life affair.
Let's go shopping.
I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot.
Get out of here. Have you not read Your Line April, okay?
Or
To its-
Nana.
To its credit, it does manage to subvert some anime tropes quite neatly, though.
Or March comes in like a lion?
I still have to watch that.
The more I read, the more I can see why it appeals to Natsuki. All that talk about appreciating the expressiveness of art. While I don't exactly read romance manga usually, the artist actually does a good job of portraying the girls as their own characters. The breasts are also nice, too. I often find that the girls in these kinds of stories are bland and unoriginal, not to mention that they often suffer the same from same face syndrome, too.
Also, long leg syndrome.
So it's a pleasant surprise to find that the title characters are likable and unique in their own ways. Still, over time I can't help but grow a little bored, though. I decide I'll finish it later tonight and place the novel in my bag. Looking up, I spot Sayori reading something. Might as well see what she's up to. Standing up with a stretch, I make my way over and take a seat next to her. Hey, how's it going, Sayori? What are you reading? As I sit down, I notice that she looks quite content.
Nothing much. Just reading some stuff for a school project. What about you? You seem really into your book. She does air quotes. Book.
Oh yeah, it was a good read, at least as far as I can tell right now. I can't help but wish I sounded a little more enthusiastic.
That's great. So how are you liking the club? You're not bored, are you?
She looks a little worried, her cheerful persona faltering for a moment. Where did that question come from? It's a bit too early to tell how I really feel about the club. Of course not, Sayori. Sure, I haven't been here for long, but I've enjoyed meeting everyone. They've opened my eyes to new stuff.
I love how Sayori was, like, shaming him for not being in a club, but, like, her club is literally, like, 4 people who just sit in a room and read books. Get out of here.
I've never been huge on reading, but I'm confident the literature club could change that.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're involved. You don't want to join a club that you have no interest in, right?
I know what you mean. I think reading will grow on me in time. Actually, do you mind if I sit with you and read? She looks at me, clearly surprised. I don't think she was expecting me to sit next to her, but nonetheless she seems happy. Her smile is infectious, lifting my own spirits too.
That would be great, TCC.
We read for a while, which turns into talking fairly quickly, our conversation being a continuation of our chat from the walk to school. It's nice to just sit and talk with my childhood friend. Who'd have guessed reconnecting would be so easy?
Question. Is
Yes.
fairly quickly, like, grammatically incorrect?
I don't know.
Because I hear people say it all the time, and it's like, isn't that, like, 2 adverbs?
I guess in that case, fairly would be... I think it does work. Because you're...
Would you be fairly quick?
No, because fairly is modifying quickly.
But quickly is an adverb.
Because... What was the verb in that sentence?
There wasn't one.
There was something.
I don't know.
Can you go back?
I hear that all the time, and it drives me nuts, and I don't know why.
Where was it? Guys, welcome to Teensy Grammar Times. I'm very invested now. Where was that?
we read for a
Talking
while,
fairly
which
quickly.
turns into talking fairly quickly.
So, fairly modifies quickly, and quickly modifies talking.
I'm going to look
So
this
it
up
should
after we're
work.
done playing this.
It should work. That's my hot take.
I haven't felt this content for as long as I can remember. The good mood reflects on her as well, given that she seems very uplifted and bubbly. Bubbly. I don't know what it is about her that makes me so at ease. Wow, we've been talking for a bit, haven't we? Man, I didn't even realize the time.
I guess we've been talking for a while.
Everyone else has gone home by now. The moon is out.
Oh my god.
The neighborhood curfew is in effect.
The noose is tied.
It's time.
I can see why you come to the literature club so much. There really is a welcome at ease vibe here. It must be a nice change of pace after how hectic the school day can be.
I was hoping you'd say that, TCC. It really is, and I'm grateful for the others as well. They really help make the club the way it is.
I can't help but notice that Natsuki and Yuri seem to be very different, though. Do they argue much? She looks a little downcast at my question. What do you call fist fights and threats of stabbing?
Sometimes yes, but thankfully it isn't that often.
I can sense that this isn't a topic she likes discussing. Well, that's only normal, I guess. Monica seems like a great president, though. She must be very proud of this club. Just then, Monica gets up from the desk she was sitting at and faces the classroom confidently. Speak of the devil. The literal devil.
Okay, everyone. I hope we're all having a good time so far.
There's a good moment of silence during which everyone seems to be glancing at me. Do they want me to respond? I'm honestly having a great time. Thanks for the warm welcome, everyone.
Well, it's great to hear that. And as it turns out, Natsuki baked some cupcakes for the club, too. Oh, here we go.
I only baked 4. Yeah, I know. I was just about to announce it, so let me get them.
Let's go sit over there, TCC. It looks like there's a room. It looks like there's room at those desks for all of us.
Doodly? Shouldn't it be dutifully? I doodly follow Sayori over to the west. Doodly. Where the rest of the girls have pulled a couple of desks together to form a table.
Oh, man. How about I make some tea as well?
Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling a bit awkward, I opt to take a seat next to Sayori. If the conversation starts to die out, I can always rely on her to save me. Meanwhile, Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
What?
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats.
We did not get this last time.
No, we didn't.
I love that.
The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
Look at Monica.
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Jimmy.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite.
He stabs the roof of his mouth with a piece of chocolate.
Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I do. I eat the foil as well.
She has a perplexed look on her face.
I finally bite down.
She looks exactly like she looks right now. Oh.
The icing is sweet and full of flavor. The foil brushes my teeth and makes me feel like I'm being electrocuted. If she made it all by herself, that's seriously impressive. It practically tastes professionally done to me.
Wow.
But then again, it's not like I have the most discerning taste palate. These cupcakes are amazing. Thank you, Natsuki. Yeah, you better thank me, because this took hard work to do. Yeah, it really seems like it. Did you make it by yourself, or did your parents help? Did you parents help you?
Did your parents help you?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Are you saying I couldn't have done it myself? No, it's just that it seems professionally made, so I was wondering if an actual baker helped you. Pfft, I wish my dad was a baker. But just because I don't bake for money, it doesn't mean that I can't be good.
My dad's a baker, but not that kind, you know.
Yeah, you're right, sorry. I just suck at cooking myself, so I'm wowed by good cooking. I guess I should count myself lucky that I got to try your cupcakes today, huh? Uh-huh. It's not every day that I have time to bake. So be thankful. The expression on Natsuki's face practically says, bow down before me, peasant.
Are you expecting TCC to prostrate himself before you? I almost said something else.
Looks like Monica had the same thought. Ooh.
You can't blame Natsuki for bragging a little, though. I would too if I made these.
Yeah, exactly. Natsuki smiles gratefully at Sayori's save. Meanwhile, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. We're all finished already. Nobody really wants tea at this point, but we might humor her.
On close inspection, it's just 5 cups full of hot water with a leaf in it.
She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Yeah, I could tell by the way she sticks her chest out.
That's not.
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
Don't worry about it. I believe you. Tea and reading might not be a common pastime for me, but I can at least appreciate it.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
I'm happy that you look like you're enjoying yourself, TCC.
Look like she's onto me.
As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Guys, come back next time and see if it's still fun and exciting for everyone.
All right.
Or if it's horrifying.
It could be.
Bye!
Bye, everyone.
Bye, you guys.